What it's telling you there? So say you're editing right here and you push something in HyperKeys that takes you to the end of the page. Or you push E that takes you to a blank field. Well, the blank field, you're on page 14 and it takes you to page 78. You're like, oh my God, I don't even remember where I was. No big deal. Press escape. Well, it's going to look like this.
Dialogue.
It's going to look like this. Fill in the blank for the field. Don't freak out. You push escape. This thing goes away. You push Z. It may take you somewhere up here. Push Z again. It'll take you back to the last spot. Keep pushing Z until it takes you back to the last spot. Okay? That make sense? Don't freak out on that. Because if you push Z right here, all it's going to do is put a Z inside of this blank and you're going to freak out. So listen to what I'm telling you, okay? If it takes you to a field right here or something weird, all you do is press escape. Then start pressing Z and Z will take you back because you hit a command key, okay? Write that down. Good info right there because it's going to happen. It still happens to me. I know it sounds weird, but it still happens to me. Okay? So if it takes you to some kind of field or something that, that you hit a weird command, don't freak out. Just push escape and then start pushing Z till it takes you back to the spot where you were. Okay?
Every time that happens to me, I don't know if it's different, but it usually looks like that and I just keep going about my business. I don't press or escape and it goes back to normal.
How?
I don't know, I just keep, my teacher always told me never panic, so I would just keep editing and it would just disappear. Like I would just scroll down and do what I needed to do and it would go away. I never did see, but I guess that's different.
But how do you get back to your spot?
It just takes me back.
Huh?
It just takes me back with my arrows or whatever I'm doing. Like I totally ignore it, literally ignore it and it just goes away. Like I just keep editing.
What? Do you have like a magic computer or what? Is that the Carbonaro effect or what? What the? I don't even know what you were saying just then. But this is how you get back. Okay, so if you want to get back, it's the escape and then the Z. Okay? I don't know exactly what you were saying. I'm not making fun of you. But I don't know exactly what you were saying and how it automatically just goes back to your spot. I have no idea. But I mean, sometimes it'll take me, like I said, I mean, right here, you could be on page 14 and then all of a sudden it takes you to a blank field on page 78. It's like, I don't even remember what page I was on because I was editing. You're not paying attention to the page. You're just going. It's like, oh shoot, where am I? Well, I'm on page 78 now. Well, I know it wasn't that far. It had to be around 13 to 20. So instead of going all the way up to the beginning of the document, pushing find and trying to find the last thing that you worked on, that's how you do it. Don't freak out. Press escape, Z, till it gets you back to the spot. Okay?
I'll immediately press the escape key and not do any further editing until I've pressed the movement oops key. To delete a whole word, just press hyperkey D or speed key control backspace. Here I doubled this word. I'll delete it. To delete one character at a time, press hyperkey capital D.
Y'all know what it's telling you right there, guys, right? Hyperkeys, you press D, it's going to delete the whole word. And do it. You can put it on any word. Push D, and then push Z, it puts it back. I think you can delete a couple of words. Just push D about 3 times and then push Z about 3 times and it should put everything back. Does it do it? Okay. So if you want to delete just one character, now it's Shift D. Now it's capital D because it's in HyperKeys. So the thing you're going to do the most is you're usually going to delete a whole word. That's the thing you're going to do the most. Very rare are you going to delete one character. But if you want to, no big deal. Now it's Shift D because that's the one that you're not going to use the most. So HyperKeys uses the one that you're not going to use the most as the shift. Okay? Got it?
Got it.
Slick?
Got it.
Or use the delete key on your computer keyboard. Sometimes you rewrite a line and then you want to delete it during editing. Control Y will delete or yank the text of the entire line. But Alt
You see what it did? It deleted that whole line, even the answer, even the little answer symbol, okay? Look at what it's doing. Look up here, guys.
Y will delete or
It's gonna delete this whole doggone line. So all of this is going out. So you're not, so if you just wanna delete I would, then you put it on I, push D 2 times and that's it. But if you wanna delete that whole line, because it was repeated, you don't need the answer there twice. You messed up, for some reason it's there, no big deal. You press Control Y, write that down. Very good stuff right there for deleting a whole line. And you're gonna have it. You're gonna have it like at the end of the document where you need to delete a line and get the things back up because you have a blank line. That's how you do it, Control Y. Okay? Important, that one is, okay?
yank the text of the entire line. But Alt Y will only delete from your cursor position to the end of the line.
You see what it's saying right there? Cool stuff right there, guys. Write that one down. Select. You got it? Good stuff. So it's from where the cursor is to the end of the line. Okay? And that's good stuff, so you don't have to go through there and do D, 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 you know, to delete all of that whole. And you don't want to do Control Y because you still need this question here. You still need the word question left. You just need it from here on to be deleted, okay? Alt Y. U in the front.
Can you come here really fast? Is this the same thing that you were talking about earlier? This mess? Right?
Yeah.
Hey, look. This one down.
Yeah.
See, can you come?
But it didn't take you back to the place where you were, did it?
Yeah, so I was just going down and this is where it would have been. It's up here.
No. Go to the top of that document. And push. Say you're working right there and you push E. Okay. Just press enter. Okay, go down to our page. Get out of that one and some of these. Okay, start right there. Put your cursor somewhere. Now go down here. Put it down. Now push E. Say you were working right there. Oh, shoot. So we're on page 3. Press escape. Z. Z. Oh, because you didn't. Alt G. That'll take you to page 4. So if you want to go to page 30.
He's sitting like
Those
right
numbers.
here, he's here, he's like,
Sometimes those numbers on the
grab
side.
like a warm off, like,
Sometimes
really
you
does a trash can.
Alt G. Let's go to your page.
Last week.
Now go to page 4.
I mean, I think I might have heard it about it. I didn't.
W. G. Escape. Z. Z. So don't freak out when it goes to like the end of the page or whatever. You go to a blank field. Do y'all understand that? Okay. All you do is just press escape, takes you back to the line or whatever. Alt Y. Good stuff right there, guys. Control Y, Alt Y, and they're getting ready to tell you about Shift Alt Y. Okay? Good stuff right there. Remember this stuff because it can save you a little bit of time.
And Shift-Alt-Y will delete from cursor position to the end of the paragraph.
So it takes you to the end of the paragraph, okay?
No, it doesn't.
Let's say I include...
What's that?
It deletes from the cursor to the end of the paragraph.
Yeah. All right.
Included the wrong certificate page in this transcript. I could hit the mark key, then control page down to get to the end of the file, and then press the delete key. Eclipse will ask if I really want to delete that much of the document, and in this case, I'll answer yes.
What's control page down?
What's that?
Control page down?
To take you to the end of the document.
What is control page down? Just control.
Page down.
You just press K.
Oh, page down.
Oh.
Page down. Page up, page down.
Oh.
By the way. Okay, so say you want to do it or whatever, and I'll kind of show you. You know what? Let me do it on this. Let me do it on this one. See if it. So let's say, like right there, they were saying, you know, that you wanted to, you know, delete some stuff. Okay, so I wanted to mark that, and I do arrow down. I want to delete all that. So I mark it, press delete, deletes. See what I did? I just pushed the Z and put it back. So say I marked it, went down, I want to delete all that. Delete, oh shoot, I didn't want to delete all of that. Now it's like, I don't even remember what it was. Don't freak out. Z, oh shoot. Now,
It's not working.
let's see. Oh, no. And it just did it. No big deal. So go in here and mess with these things. Like I said, it's no big deal. We're in the delete, oops.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just being stupid.
I didn't get all my stuff.
When you do a shift,
What's that?
After I deleted everything.
shift alt Y says delete from cursor to the end of the paragraph. That would be the same.
It didn't come all the way back?
Maybe more than one
That's
sentence
it.
or what, because
So I was right here, guys. So you do mark, down, delete, whoops, press Z, it comes back.
okay, but do shift alt Y.
Shift Alt Y.
See, because
What's
what's
the
the
paragraph?
Oh,
It's a whole paragraph. So it's going to do that whole little paragraph. So where you're in, from where you're from, all the way down to the end of the paragraph. Okay?
Just to the end of the paragraph, so that's yours.
Did you get it? It didn't come back? Did you reinstall it?
I marked all this.
Because you have to do this. So do it from there. This delete is going to delete what you did, but for some reason with Eclipse and the Hypercube, it's not, it doesn't know what you really. I don't know why it won't do it. So it'll put it. Yeah. GTK. Good to know. All right, got that?
Yes.
All right. Any questions about what we just covered? There's a little exercise where it says your turn. Then that's when it's your turn.
Is it my turn?
Where it says right here, your turn. It's your turn. You can do it. So using your hyper keys, you can do whatever you want, and that's what these little things are for. So go in there and mess with it. If it doesn't come back or it messes up, don't freak out. Get out, up here, exit. It's going to take you back. Come to Windows, install the Oops lesson player. You don't have to do all of them, just the one that you're on. But if you're, oh man, I don't remember which one I was on, then highlight all of them, press enter, it'll install the whole thing again. Okay, no big deal. Any questions about that?
No.
No?
No.
Click.
Nope.
It's when you want to add a name person.
What's that?
That was the question I've been having for a couple of weeks, is I wanted to know that, you told me what it was, the W key. That's the only
Guys,
thing I couldn't remember on the.
Use
edit.
that thing. Unbelievable.
Use everything else now.
And one,
Magic
like
key
say you
for-
don't really even know how to spell specifically, but you have specific on there, it's like, I need to put LY on there. I need to make it specifically. No big deal. You put it on specific, W, L is the LY. You push L, automatically puts a ALLY. Cool stuff right there. Save you a lot of time. A lot of time. A lot of time. A lot of time.
She said, how
You
much
hear me?
time?
A lot. All right? Okay, now we're going to talk about trouble spots, okay? And this is one of the most important lessons of the tutorial. It really is. I mean, it's important, but, you know, it all depends on how you want to use it, okay? I don't use it as probably as much as I probably should, but it's good, okay? So after you have done the exercise and the lesson, you can use the help, install, blah, 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 whatever. So like these hyper keys will take you to like trouble scans. Trouble scans, scan to an untranslate, scan to a conflict. The capital C takes you to an unresolved conflict, and then the E is the fill in the blank. Okay? So that's what we're going to learn in this little lesson right here.
Eclipse offers a large number of scans as well as multi-scan for quick editing of your document. You can scan forward or backward, looking for any of several items, but the most basic trouble spots are untranslates and unselected conflicts. Here's the toolbar icon to scan to trouble spots. It will stop on untranslates, conflicts that have not yet been selected, and blanks that have not yet been filled with information.
You see what it's telling you right there? Ace? Huh?
Well, I mean, yeah, I see the.
Okay. What you have is you have unresolved. These are unresolved because it's not in your dictionary. Say they said, you know, anything that needs, well, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna add that Z just so I don't have to come back S. I know it's not in my dictionary. I've never done it before. So that's gonna come back as unresolved. Your conflicts are right here. These are your conflicts, okay? So it's your and your. If you write that the same, you're gonna get whacked with the stick, okay? You shouldn't be writing it the same. You should be writing conflict free. But let's just say you do. Let's just say you do, no big deal. It is, but it's not, you know what I mean? Put your cursor right here, you push number 1 if you want your fixed in your document or your document. 1 or 2? 1. Number 1. And then this is a blank field. Okay?
Of course, it's faster to use hyperkey T or speed key control T, as in trouble. But you may want to target untranslates only, or go just to the next conflict perhaps an unselected conflict. There are hyperkeys for these purposes, as well as speed keys. Multi-scan automatically repeats your last scan.
So you see what it's telling you right there? So if it's on multi, and you do C for a conflict, so it's going to go to the next conflict or whatever. Well, once you fix that conflict, it's going to go to the next conflict because it's saying multi-scan. So if you have it on multi-scan, it's going to keep going. Say you just wanted to fix that one. I'm editing right now. I just want to fix that one. Well, it doesn't know if you have it on multi. Okay? So you need to take it off of multi-scan. Because if not, then it's going to keep doing it. But if you want to go through and fix all of your conflicts in the beginning, you can go through and fix them all. And with multi on, it's just going to keep going to the next one. Okay?
Okay.
So if I want to quickly go through my document,
You see what it's doing? Ace?
What's the difference between unresolved conflicts and conflicts? Isn't that the same? I mean, conflict is conflict.
The unresolved conflicts. Let me back it up.
the toolbar icon to scan to trouble spots. It will stop on untranslates, conflicts that have not yet been selected, and blanks that have not yet been filled with information. Of course, it's faster to use hyperkey T or speed key control T, as in trouble. But you may want to target untranslates only, or go just to the next conflict, perhaps an unselected conflict. There are hyperkeys for these purposes, as well as speed keys. Multi-scan automatically repeats your last scan. So if I want to quickly go through my document, correcting untranslates, or resolving conflicts, then multi-scan would be the quickest way to go through my document. If, however, you find that Eclipse loses your place after you create a global or resolve a conflict, check to see if you haven't accidentally turned multi-scan on.